The rice business has changed a lot since I got into it. I grew up in it. I was born in 1955 here in Elton, but north of town. And when I started realizing what was going on, which was in high school, probably in 68 through 70, and I really got into it in 1970. In Elton, just at the Elton Rice Dryer, we had 150 customers that would bring rice there. And now, today in 2009, we have probably 8 or 9 customers farming the same amount of rice, same acres. It is, everybody's gotten bigger, it's consolidated. Farmers that used to farm 250, 300 acres now, 4,000 acre farmers. Now, not all of that rice, they'll probably farm 2,000 acres of rice and 2,000 acres of crawfish and rotate those crops the next year. Our industry has changed from a grower standpoint in that in a 100-acre field, we used to have like 10 levees or contour levees to control water. Because of the cost, all our costs have just gone up so much that, and for conservation, we are now doing land farming or laser leveling, we call it, just a common term. But we are reshaping our fields. And for us, where we have a 100-acre field that had 10 levees in it, we are now going with 2. We're making much larger cuts, straight levees for the equipment to be able to be more efficient, with fields around every, roads around every field, so that the one man can do more from his pickup. The hired men, we're having to work with less labor and doing more, larger equipment. We're having to change our fields and our farms to accommodate the larger equipment and the less personnel. Everybody's having to do more with less. Everything we have and own and are invested in is tied to rice one way or another, whether it's in land or equipment or grain facilities, education. You talk about agriculture in South Louisiana, it's all tied to the rice industry. Grade of rice is a real lost art, and I was fortunate to learn that one of the young people that did pick it up and was taught by some of the older people, that people in Houston or Chicago are very fortunate. It's a small industry, but they could depend on my milling and grade. And fortunate that my wife grew up in it also. I don't want the government subsidies, but I want free trade. But if they're not going to give us free trade, then don't ask me to give up the subsidies. I think we should support family farms. I think they're more concerned about feeding people than just not only making a profit, whereas the corporate farm is strictly the bottom line. There's more care, and they have a lot more at stake than the corporate farm would have. They don't want to, they're not always looking for a better paying job, wanting to move off. They have so much invested and want to pass it on. There's something innate when the seasons roll around that no money can buy. There's nothing like the smell of a freshly plowed field in the spring, or the harvest, the excitement of the harvest that's happening now. That doesn't come along with the corporate farm. It's a community effort. I hate to see us lose that. I don't want to go anywhere else. If my grandchildren are going to be on this farm, I definitely want it to be a safe environment. And I want to ensure that, whether it's a water supply or food supply.